back to Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, today I've got a quick update on the Barry Washington Jr. story. Barry Washington will be laid to rest tomorrow on October 6th. In his hometown by his mother, LaWanda Robertson. Guys, we are really sad. This is awful news. Barry's mom is a YouTube sis out here in this BougieGang community, and unfortunately, her son lost his life on September 19th by the hands of Ian Cranston, who was arraigned today in Bend, Oregon. So really quick, let me go over with you some of the updates regarding Ian and what he is currently facing. Ian was initially, as we know, was arrested on a manslaughter charge, but since then has been updated with more charges. So yesterday, a man in Oregon now faces second-degree murder charges in the death of a black man who spoke to his girlfriend outside of a club last month. The Deschutes County District Attorney John Hummel says the 27-year-old Ian Cranston fatally shot 22-year-old Barry Washington Jr. on September 19th after Washington complimented his girlfriend outside of a club in Bend, Oregon. The grand jury indicted Cranston on 6 charges Thursday in connection with the shooting, including second-degree murder. The district attorney says the case was racially charged, but hate crime charges haven't been filed against Cranston yet, who is white, due to insufficient evidence, and Washington was black. At the news conference Thursday, Hummel spoke about the county's history of lynching black men and for talking to white women, saying that hundreds of people called and wrote his office to remind him of that. Hummel also said the information Washington's mother, LaWanda Robertson, of the stronger charges against her son's alleged killer, and she thanked God. Cranston's attorney said the video evidence shows that Washington attacked client first, and he accused the district attorney of fanning the flames of the intense situation. Cranston's attorney says video evidence shows Washington attacked his client first. We don't know that. Me personally, seeing all of the video evidence that's been available, I have not seen that, but I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but that sounds more like opinion. Cranston initially faced manslaughter charges. He's being held without bail. Guys, let me pull up the latest. He was arraigned today on some of the most serious charges, and I've got an update to show you of that.
Familiar chants for what some see, this time playing out in Bend, Oregon. A black man, Barry Washington Jr., was shot and killed allegedly after complimenting a white woman. No evidence of the compliments being inappropriate, according to the local district attorney, who also says Washington was then confronted by the woman's boyfriend, Ian Cranston.
He said some words to Mr. Washington. Mr. Washington said words back. There was some pushing, some jostling, some punches thrown, but then it calmed down. It was not going to get out of hand. Then Mr. Cranston pulled a gun out of his waistband and shot and killed Mr. Washington.
Cranston's attorney disputed that account and wrote to CNN in part, before Ian Cranston ever drew his weapon, Barry Washington had assaulted him without provocation, resulting in head injuries that required the police to take Mr. Cranston to the hospital, where a brain scan and other procedures had to be performed. Cranston was initially arrested on a single charge of second-degree manslaughter and had been released on bail before a grand jury returned an indictment Thursday that added second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, first-degree assault, and unlawful use of a weapon.
Honorable Beth M. Bagley presiding.
Friday, a judge ordered him held without bail. District Attorney Hummel has said this was a homicide with no justification.
Black Lives Matter!
Meanwhile, a community and family is left looking for answers, as race is hard to ignore.
We just want justice the right way, like the rest of the world would, if their loved one was killed in cold blood just like this.
It's a dynamic not lost on the district attorney.
There's a reckoning with race that needs to happen in Central Oregon, and it needs to happen now. Justice will be done in this case.
And after the initial charge against Cranston was filed, he even wrote in part, "It's important his family feels our community saw Barry, that we see them, and that we believe Barry's life, their lives, and the lives of all Black people matter." He is not, however, seeking a hate crime charge as of now, citing there isn't enough evidence. Cranston has a plea hearing set for early December. Omar Jimenez, CNN.
So as you can see, the charges were upgraded, and it definitely some more satisfying charges befitting a murder and a unjustifiable homicide that really should never have ended in such a way. Tomorrow, October 6th, Barry Washington will be laid to rest by his family. If you have any questions or commentary on this, please feel free to comment down below. Thank you again for clicking on this video. I appreciate it. If you would, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more commentary on this topic of Barry Washington Jr. We will definitely be watching this story very closely and watching justice be served for young Barry Washington Jr., who will be laid to rest today on October 6th by his family, including his mother, LaWanda Robinson. Guys, I have also included the story as it was posted on CNN with some additional information, so that will be playing through to the end of this video. Again, if there are any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below respectfully. Take care, thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.